just get the stream going. Hey, Resin. That'll do. Hey, Phil. Somewhere I could get the TikTok chat onto my restream. That would be fantastic. Oh, I can't help you with that. Have you tried resetting your password? Hey James, have you got keyboard dyslexia there? Hey, oh bugger, I missed that pop-up on Diddy. No, it's all right. There'll be another one later. Just get the YouTube icon set up. Oh, in your own time feed. So slow. There we go, that's better. Right, okay, well, I'm sure they'll be able to help you. To be fair, I've never had any issues with the support. They've okay, and now shall we? I bought at the top here for the break of $3. I waited for it to confirm the break, and it then pulled back. So I kind of got out at 5 cents, which almost wiped out the 450 I made on YMTX earlier. Looking for an entry on DIDI. $62% up on the day now, DIDI, whatever you want to call it. DIDI. Let me know in the chat how you pronounce this. DIDI. Well, I hope we're in for a green day. It would be nice. SPY gapped up quite substantially first thing. So I'm thinking that yes, it will. Amazon is now affordable for anybody that wants to. Okay, now you're showing your age, Les. Good morning, Alphabet. Morning, Flossie. I'm excited for this week. I've got a good feeling that we're gonna have a good week. I've got to wait for the break of $3 again because I don't want to be buying into a whole dollar resistance. That's the problem. 97 cents, so I don't really want to be trying to take, and it's cent on the spread, so I don't want to be taking a 2-cent move. So yeah, Bitcoin's having a good day. Oh, Bitcoin crypto's having a good day. Just looking at it right now, Bitcoin is back over 31s after dipping down to under 30 over the weekend. Last week, in fact. So back over 31. You need to get above 32 and hold. It didn't quite hold. We got to 32 and then swift rejection last week, beginning of last week. And now we're kind of approaching that level. If we get over 32 and hold, and then maybe get up towards 35, we could start seeing another climb with Bitcoin. Although on the RSI it is showing as very overbought, so go figure. You're having a good day there, Jack. Well done. Hey, Air Balloon. Good to see you here. Got the high of 301, so I'm now looking for 302. I'm in a bit of a ascending wedge with the 301 flat top, so 302 is my entry on DIDI. Not stock pick, not signals. Don't blindly follow me. The stream is delayed, just remember that. Do your own deep dive due diligence. YMM is moving up as well. That's 873. So let's have a look at YMM because moving up on the same catalyst. So we've got this 880. $875 is with the resistance area. So and it's algorithmic. 880. We've got 878 is the high on 879. 879. 879. Yeah, so we've got 879 is the resistance level for quite a bit on the 5 minute. Well, 880. That's what I'm looking at. No. Superpower workout? No, I don't. We saw a monumental catastrophe in the crypto space. Unusual, unplannable circumstances, unless you're actually involved in the market manipulation, to drive Bitcoin down as far, unnaturally drive it down as far as it could go. And it went down to 26K, just under 26K. So will it go down to 20K? No, I don't think so. I think the absolute floor is 25K. No. The whole Terra Luna debacle that caused the crash, and Bitcoin only fell to just under 26k. So that was enough to, external forces. It was enough to cause a huge dip in Bitcoin, and the sideways chop that we've seen since then, it bounced very quickly off 26. It's very quickly back up to 30, and now it's been ranging between 2850 or 28,500 and 32 for the last couple of weeks. So I don't think Bitcoin will get to 20k. Absolutely. I average down, I'm dollar cost averaging Bitcoin on a regular basis anyway, but I bought more when it dropped to 26. Well, I bought more at 26. I had my buy order set. So when it crashed, I didn't think it would get to 26, but fair enough. And I will be buying Amazon for the first time. And I am an Amazon virgin. So I will be buying Amazon as soon as my funds clear. We've withdrawn 25k out of my account, and I'm going to be buying some Amazon with that, as well as some other things. Yeah, I'm an Amazon virgin. That was my queue, 880. And 875 is my exit. Very tight stop. Really should give it to 870, but what am I on about, Kyle? Good Monday to you, buddy. Now, someone asked me if Bitcoin's going to go down to 20,000 after we've just rallied up to over 30,000 again. So, but I'm like, no. Bitcoin, it took, nefarious activities to drive it down below 26. I don't think it's going to go back down to 20. It might do. It's not. I'm not I am psychotic, but that's an argument for a matter of debate. I'm not psychic. I can't predict the future, but based on severe support at that 26k level, I can't see it going back down to 20k now. I think those days are behind us. Although, could Amazon go down to $100? Yeah. It's 124 today. So I will be buying Amazon. Not a stock pick. So I switched to Y and then slightly more expensive stock, and DIDI takes off. Go figure. We had that lovely, check this out. We had this lovely ascending wedge, and then it just took off. It's typical. Hey Matt, how are you doing? Tesla today? What about Tesla today? I think a lot of the S&P 5 will be making a nice little bounce today across the board because the market's up quite substantially, so you'll see a lot of stocks up quite substantially. Tesla is up 3% nearly. Very similar gap up as the wider market. I don't think it's going to lose that 3%. I think it will. I think we'll see it continue up. Well, I did say I'd give this 5 cents. 3 cents down at the minute. Okay, what makes you think that then? Was up. Interesting point of view. Like I say, I'm not an expert. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. Like a lot of other people, only I don't try to pretend my opinion is fact. It's just an opinion. I may be wrong, I may be right. Public enemy. Yeah, the weekend's not so bad, Matt. To be fair, the weekend hasn't been so bad. It's quiet enough. I think a lot of these Chinese stocks will probably move in unison. DIDI, YMN, etc. Easy. Oh, this just isn't going, so I'm just going to get out. Thank you. I'll give it another 2 cents. DIDI's, like I say, these Chinese stocks are TechChamp. A lot of these Chinese stocks are moving in unison. I'm with YMM at the moment. I did trade DIDI a moment ago, and I was looking at it for the break of that flag, that ascending wedge. And then I switched to this stock because it's a little bit more expensive, but moving in the same direction. And yeah, DIDI's having a good day. DIDI pumped just as I got into this one. It's typical Murphy's Law. You're watching a stock, you move to something else. The one you watch, it's like when you're driving in a traffic jam on the motorway, and you've got 3 lanes. Your lane's always the one that's moving the slowest. You move into another lane and it slows down, and your lane takes off. That's same with trading stocks. Well, you have to make that decision on your own, Tech Champ. I'm not giving stock picks or financial advice to anybody. I don't want you to lose money on my account, even if you make money on my account. I don't want you to come after me and sue me. Not a financial advisor. I won't offer financial advice. One more cent and I'll get out. This pullback's getting a bit too big for me on both DIDI and RMM. Full Truck Alliance is what YMM is. Hey Alistair, good to see you as well. So don't like these blanks. It's a kind of a lack of volume, and we're getting like 10, 20,000 shares. Really, I really should kind of keep my paper dry when the volume is not as great as it is. I do like to trade pre-market, and it does make for a more interesting stream when I'm in for 5,000 shares, but it's not ready to break out when you've got all these blanks, low volume candles, less than 10k candles, you know. Volume is a must. If you want the volatility, if you want the range, you need the volume. Yeah, YMTX has got lots of volume today. It really does. I made a little bit earlier on YMTX. I'll probably go back to that and have another look later. It pulled back some, so I stopped looking at it, which is currently 202s. I will not be trading it under $2. And cutoff is normally $3. I've mended that whilst we're in this bear market. Difficult market conditions. We're not getting the gap and goes and the hot runners above $3 and $4 that often. So I did amend my strategy a little bit to compensate, and I have been taking a few of those $2 to $4 stocks. But I prefer not to. But to be fair, YMTX was moving really nicely before I could trade it. I'm just going to get out of that. Wasting money on that, so wasting time. Yeah, Veru's had some good news. It did have some good news, but I'm not seeing any particular movement on Veru at the moment. Well, it's not in. Veru's not got the volume right now, and it's only just over 1% up on the day, so the news. There's nothing, and this is what you've got to understand: is it's okay you're having a catalyst, but if the market doesn't react to it, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, and it's okay. The market stop making a move, but if there's no catalyst, you've got to be careful, because if you don't know why it's moving, you could get the rug pulled on you. And that's something you've got to be very cautious with all of these low float stocks. Low cap, low float stocks the volatility is always dangerous. Well, let's have a look at Tesla right now. It's 724 right now. I don't know why you're saying it's back down to 700s. Kyle, it's 724. was 703, under 704 on Friday, but it's gapped up quite considerably today. It's already up 3% on the day, so looking quite nice. The SPY, look at the SPY. Put it on the 15-minute. You can see the gap. So this dotted line is Friday's closing price, and it was kind of ranging sideways in after hours as well. And you can see how much it's gapped up. You know, it's gapped up quite considerably. So moving sideways after the gap up, that's the S&P 500, which Tesla is part of. Look at the Nasdaq. Similar pattern, but the Nasdaq's actually up slightly more, almost a half a percentage point more than the S&P 5. Russell Index, 1.1% up. Again, similar moves, gapped up. So when the market gaps up like that, it's usually quite a bullish sign. The Dow Jones, a similar gap up. Redbox has held most of its gains from the pump up at the beginning of the month. It did sell off on Friday, but then it gapped up or moved up, and we're kind of ranging around that Friday close price. So people thinking that we're finally going to get a sell off on Redbox, I wouldn't be so sure. It is still a target for a short squeeze, so just bear that in mind. It's very highly shorted, and if it does go on a bit of a rally today, we might get more shorts covering. So just because if you're planning on shorting Redbox, actually, according to my montage, it's not shortable. So good luck trying to short Redbox. I can't short it with capital markets. They don't have any available. There you go. Well, I'm helping you out there, Kyle. Save you some money. You're only seeing the closing price. It's 724. It was kind of 7. It finished at 703.55 Tesla. It's now 724, so it's shot up $21 already. Okay, well, I'll sit back and relax, I think. Taking 3 trades. I'm kind of break even on the day at the moment. My own fault. DIDI's moving back up again. Benched nicely at $3. DIDI. Go on, I'll go 5 more. Break it. Again, I'm only risking 5 cents. I risked 6 cents last time. Actually, I lost. Let's give it. See if it'll go back up and test those highs. What platform are you using, Kyle? Friday close? Yes. All right. Okay. If you go into settings, it should show you. You should have be able to toggle on out of hours data, or pre-market data, or however it's set on the app. Yeah, I wanted 16 cents. Yeah, that's right. I was being a bit silly on Friday, and I wouldn't advise anybody tried that way. It's just I was in a position of doing it from a position of strength, and I just wanted to finish over over $5,000 gains on the day, which I did. So it was a nice place to go. Looking for 310 here. Shut up, Alistair. When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. But you're not wrong. It wasn't wine, it was gin and tonic on Friday. It was a lovely gin and tonic as well. It's a new one that I've not hadn't had before. Horton's gin, it's an Irish gin, it's lovely. Got a lot of different flavours. Okay, 2 more cents. Come on, let's have you. Let's be having you. Let's take me green on the day. It's not the most volatile of pre-markets, I've got to say. Not seeing huge range on a lot of things. Not seeing huge volume on a lot of things. There's a couple got good volume. DIDI obviously got very good volume, good range. YMTX, good volume as well. YMM and BZ really in sympathy with DIDI. So I was looking for 310. Doesn't look like I'm getting it. I'm just going to get out. Puts us back green on the day. Well, there's no such thing as a influenza cure, really, Kyle. Is there? That's the problem with the flu. It keeps mutating. They've got these. It's not a cure. It's not even a vaccine. It's immunization for the flu that it helps mediate. If you catch it, it helps mediate the symptoms. So not exactly a cure, but the flu is still one of the largest killers globally every single year. BWV, why did you hold on to that, Kyle? You obviously weren't listening to me at the time. It's on the daily. Yeah, big sell-off there back in beginning of April. Big drop. We were trading it as well, but we got this bounce here. BWV is up at was up at 60s and 70s. We traded it for the bounce when it stopped. When we got this little bounce here, but I think we traded again a little bit later. But doesn't look like that's coming back anytime soon. Zoom in. AMC and GME are both positive today. The meme stocks not doing much, but they're up. What's happened here? Fell from $8 to $3, and it's just moved in the last few minutes. That's Prax. Praxis Precision Medicine. Oh, dang. That's what happens when you accidentally close one of your scanner windows. I think we're done. Well, let's have a quick look, shall we? Sell off on BWV. You're talking? El Puna, why doesn't TradingView move pre-market? You need to you need to show pre-market data on TradingView. You need to go into the settings and make sure that it's showing pre-market data. But it's usually delayed. Just know that. Okay, so let's have a quick look at on Benzinga why that actually happened back in BWV. So what day was that happened? That was 7th of April. Seventh of April. Okay, Blue Water vaccine stock plunges 83%. Still up 13 from the IPO price. It doesn't, I'm not seeing it. I think it was just because it was a recent IPO, maybe. At the time. I mean, it had a couple of big sell-offs. I mean, it only IPO'd, when was it? February? Not seeing if there's any kind of bad test results or anything like that. I can't see anything specific that drove it down that week. Oh. Absolutely. Absolutely, and the thing is though, new IPOs are always dangerous because what can happen is the classic pump and dump. You get a whole bunch of people pushing the price up as a new IPO, and people jump on the back of it thinking, "Oh, this is great," and then they just unload. So what you might have is you might have somebody within the organization, maybe a C-level executive, as a whole bunch of shares as part of their, or share options even, as part of their as part of their equity package with the company. It goes IPO, of course they get to realize those options, and before the tax money even comes along, and then they just say, okay, I want to exercise those options and sell, and at which point you've got a few thousand shares that you just, or tens of thousands of shares just going into the market and causing the price to drop. Number of factors like that is they'll cause the price to drop because of the selling action, but they'll also cause the price to drop because an executive of the company is selling the shares, which then causes fear and uncertainty in the company, and then the price action adds to the fear and uncertainty of the company, and you get that huge sell-off. No, I never do earnings plays before the earnings are released, Alistair. It's all because you never know how the market is going to react. So if I'm doing a swing trade, for example, I will make sure that it's I look when the earnings are. So I will be out of the trade before the earnings come out, because you can get great earnings and the market sells off. You can get really bad earnings and the stock rallies. You never quite know how the market's going to react to the earnings reports and the earnings announcements. Sometimes it's completely the opposite of what you expect. So I don't. Some people do. Some people like to be speculative and think, okay, we've got earnings coming out, I'm going to go long because they've had a good year. And then the earnings come out and they've had a good year, and the stock plummets. Or they go long, it's had a good year, and the stock rallies. What I tend to do is if I'm playing earnings, I'll do it when the earnings are actually taking place, the earnings call. So you usually get the earnings come out before the earnings call takes place, and then during the earnings call, you'll get a reaction to the talking through that. And it's usually good or bad. I did that with Tesla, for example. I did that with Tesla last month. They had the earnings. They had really good earnings call, and the numbers came out pre-market, and the call was after hours. So I actually bought some shares as the market closed ahead of the call, and as the call went in, Elon started speaking, and the stock went up. It didn't hold, but the stock went up, and I made a few. Couple of thousand on that, I think, at the time. prefer not to gamble with the unknown, with uncertainty. I prefer to hedge in my favor, and what I mean by that is I would much rather know the earnings before I start trading, or know the reaction. Ideally, know the reaction to the earnings before I start trading. You know, sometimes I'll trade the earnings. So Prax, I was just looking at this. One too many X's. Sell off. Oh. Acer. Same, similar sort of thing. So why is Acer selling and Prax selling? That's the question. No specific catalyst I can see. At practice. Okay, so Praxis Precision Medicines shares are trading lower after the company announced that a phase 2 and 3 monotherapy study did not achieve the statistical significance on the primary endpoint. Basically, poor medical results, medical test results. So that's why that's losing ground. Let's go back to DIDI and IMM. Yeah, that's not really. IMTX, no, not. Volumes kind of died off a little bit now. Back to DIDI. What's my thoughts on Houston American? Well, let's have a look at the action today. It's had a good day with when the energy sector moves, Houston American moves. It's selling off right now, but it had a really good day, close to the week on Friday. But it was moving with the energy sector. So Houston American isn't one of those stocks that moves on its own from a catalyst. It moves with if the energy sector is moving, if the oil price is moving up, and Houston American and all the others, Indonesian Energy and you know, the rest of the energy stocks, they will move up. Oxy and all those. Hey Paul, how are you? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. If the energy sector is selling off, then it's going to. You know that they're going to have good earnings because of the price of oil. You know, the question is, if the energy sector continues to sell off, or does it continue to rally? No problem, El Puno. Happy to help, as you know. Tell you who else has got earnings today, funnily enough. Upcoming earnings reports, where is it? Cooper Software's got earnings today. GitLab. I'm not seeing Houston Energy on this list. No, it's not. This week doesn't look like it's a big week for earnings. Well, there's people got them, but I mean, in terms of you know, big name company, coffee table names, Neo on Thursday, and IO, which is the big EV company that everybody's on about. Fuel Cell, Also on Thursday, Billy, Stitch, DocuSign on Thursday. So Thursday's a decent earnings day, but there's not a lot of big names that I would say I'm used to trading or I've traded a lot or whatever the rest of this week. If I have another week like last week, I'll be happy. We started June off very well. We've managed to hey TikTok, we've managed to do 8 consecutive days green now. So I think that's the best I've done since April. Where's my trading view? Let me just have a quick look at my trading view journal. No, I've got the reports on the calendar. This year, 5, 8, 11 in March, 6, 11 in February, 11 in January, 13 in April. So yeah, the first time I've managed to put 8 consecutive trading days in a green days in a row since April. We did 13 in April. We never got beyond 4 in May. 4 was my hottest streak in May. And that happens, guys. You've got to understand that, you know, trading is risky. Most traders lose money. In fact, I'll go far to say that. I'll say all traders lose money. Most traders lose money long term and are never profitable. All traders lose money. All traders make losing trades. Nobody's right 100% of the time. All traders have days when they have losing days, where the losses outstrip their gains on the day. Most traders, I wouldn't say all traders, but most traders have losing weeks. And you know, in fact, most traders have losing months because most traders are you know, long-term never profitable. But so getting used to managing losing days and just minimizing those to sporadic losing days and having longer winning streaks is something that we all aspire to do. Well, I think all the S&P 5 are having a good day today at the moment, Alpino. So, you know, Tesla, Microsoft, Micron, AMD, they're all up at the moment. Sing, didn't we trade that a couple of weeks ago? Has that been delisted? I'm not seeing any data for Sing. Has it been delisted? Let me have a quick look. Yeah, that looks like it's down at 9 cents. $0.10 a share now, single point. It's on the OTC market. Well, good luck to that, Kyle. I will not be investing in anything at 10 cents a share. There's a reason it's 10 cents a share. You know, it's what I would call, when you're down at that level, it's on the OTC market. It's the realms of the pump and dump. It is gambling, it's speculation, it's never based on fundamentals. because you never know what's going to happen. There's a reason why it's 10 cents a share, you know, and the reason is it's a garbage company. You know, all companies that are less than kind of 10 cents a share, you can pretty much guarantee they're garbage companies. Do they have potential? Are they a startup with potential? Possibly, but until they actually achieve some, or if not all of that potential, it will remain a garbage company. My opinion, not financial advice. No, it wasn't Sing we traded the other, it was Mike's. The singing machine, that's what we traded the other week. Get it together, Tony. You're confusing tickers. It's penny stocks. And I have nothing against penny stocks. They serve the purpose as well. It's like the penny stocks are equivalent to the low float, low cap crypto coins. It's all speculation. You know, you can get on one and get lucky, and it'll moon, but it's gambling. There's no strategy to investing, and I use the word investing very loosely. There's no strategy to investing in penny stocks. There's a reason why they are priced in pennies, and they will not adhere to any kind of logic. The technical analysis goes out of the window with those guys. Well, everybody's been pushing renewable energy companies for a while. I mean, let's face it, they have to. Definitely not. 5-year investment? Absolutely not. No. Long-term investment, I go for stable companies. I don't go for speculative plays for long-term investment. If I'm putting a long-term investment, it's going to be a substantial sum. I'm not talking 10 bucks or 150 bucks. Look, if I was going to speculate on something like Sing, I might put like 150, 200 bucks into it and then just forget about it, and then come back in 5 years and say, oh, I've got shares in Sing, whatever happened to it? And I might find a lovely surprise, or more likely I'll find that, well, actually it's been delisted and doesn't exist anymore, went into liquidation, or whatever the scenario may be. Most companies at that level, they either go private, they get delisted, go private, or they end up being liquidated and go into bankruptcy. Let's say Microsoft. All companies start off at a certain level, but Microsoft, I don't think, was a penny stock. Even when it listed with, because they have the funding rounds, it listed with a valuation that made it more than a penny stock. Same thing with Tesla, was never a penny stock. You know, Amazon was never a penny stock. When they eventually list on the exchange, they've listed with such a high valuation that they're not considered penny stocks. I mean, the definition of penny stocks, when I'm talking penny stocks, I'm talking like OTC pink sheet type, you know, names that people don't know. I think people still call stocks under $10 penny stocks, but they're not really. I'm talking about true penny stocks that you're getting shares for literal pennies. Is it $5? I don't know what the threshold it moves regularly. It used to be $1, then it went up to $3. If it's $5, then fine, but you know, $10, whatever, it'll move. It'll eventually be $10, and let's say penny stocks under $10 or whatever. But my definition of a penny stock is a penny stock. You can buy, absolutely, Kieran, it's just gambling. If you can buy stocks for literal pennies under $1, then it's a penny stock, in my opinion. If it's below $5, over $1 and below $5, then it's a low cap, low float company. It's not, again, it's just my opinion. I've got nothing against them personally. I've got nothing against anybody that trades them. You know, if you approach your day trading, your intraday trading, and your investing with a gambling mindset, good luck to you. You know, I personally would rather go to, I'm not a big fan of Vegas, but I'd rather go to Vegas and, you know, play the poker tables and the roulette tables and have fun with my money than stick it in a company I have no idea anything about them fundamentally, or not enough about them fundamentally to say whether it's a good investment or not. And more often than not, it's not. There's a reason why companies are listed at certain prices. And yes, you may find a diamond in the rough, but is it worth gambling a significant sum of money on something like that? Probably not. Would you, going back 2 years, would you have put your mortgage on Shiba Inu? No, as a crypto coin. No, you wouldn't. You speculatively would put a couple of $100. If you got a bit lying around and you can afford to lose it, you might put $1,000 or something into that and say, look, the way that altcoins are going, I'm just going to speculate and gamble at this. It may work out, it may not. And you'll turn around a year later, 2 years later, and you're a multimillionaire because you picked the right winner. But when you're looking at it, it was just a meme. It wasn't real. It's just a fagoozy. Same thing with these penny stocks. They may have a great idea, but the chances are, if they've got a good idea that's worth taking to market and worth a lot of money, the chances are they'll get bought by a bigger company. They'll get acquired by a bigger company that sees that sees the potential in their idea and isn't interested in buying the idea, so they'll buy the company. And what will they do with the company when they bought it? Nothing. They'll just absorb it into their own company and take the IP. That's all they'll do. So the majority of those stocks that are down at the penny level, what they're hoping for, what the board are hoping for, is they'll come up with a concept, or they'll come up with a customer base, or whatever their offering is to the market. They'll come up with something that's appealable to a bigger company that they'll get acquired, and they'll make a tidy penny from selling the company to another company. That's how the majority of these small companies end up. They either go into liquidation because they can't sustain, and they get delisted, or whatever the situation is, or they get swallowed up by a bigger company. And I know because I've worked for some of those bigger companies as they've swallowed up the smaller companies with innovative tech and innovative ideas. Yeah, well, Warren Buffett isn't, because he's not a day trader. He's not a trader. He's an investor, and he doesn't need to day trade. Of course, if you've got huge sums of capital, why would you risk it day trading? You wouldn't. Huge sums of capital, it's always the long-term investment. You're always looking at the long-term play. You may do some swing trading, but you're never going to day trade. Day trading is for it's for small accounts. Yeah, no, P&L. I often talk about Mullen. So Mullen right now 142. Had a good day last week. Tuesday, I think it was, and Wednesday for that matter, pre-market. Then it sold off, and it's sideways at the moment. So 142. You look at it on the 30-minute chart here. Look at it on the daily actually, because you'll see quite a lot more. If I zoom out, this is Mullen at its height at $15 back in the end of last year. Sold off heavily, had this little dead cat bounce here, and now we're continuing to trade sideways. So is Mullen going to go back up to $4? I don't think so, and I've said this before. It's going to struggle to get over $2. Can it get over $2? Yes. Is it likely to get over $2? I'm not so sure. This is something that was up over $15, $15 last year, and has sold off hard. It's looking very, very weak. And this is a classic dead cat bounce here. So it's looking very weak at the moment. Oh, it gets huge volume, but volume isn't the key. It's relative volume. So you look at, and a lot of people are bullish because they're holding bags on it. That's the thing with Mullen Autos, is that a lot of people bought it and are still holding it up here at $8, $10, $12, and they want it to they're bullish on it because they want it to get back up there, not because it's going to get back up there. It's hopeful rather than realistic, you know. So I'm not sure what the short interest is, but I can have a quick look at it for you right now. Let me just load it up on my Benzinga. Mullen Automotive, key data. No, it's not heavily shorted. Not that heavily shorted at all. It's 10% short, so it's not got huge. The thing is though, it's quite a large flow. So it's got a large flow. It is going to be added to the Russell Index, which might help it along. It's getting added to the Russell Index, the IWM, but I wouldn't be comfortable putting money into Mullen with the hope that it's going to get above and sustain above $2. If it moves and you like day trading some of these low cap, low price stocks, then yeah, jump on the volatility. But long term, it's just doesn't look healthy to me. It's very popular. I mean, it's got, come on, it's got 330 million shares in the float. So 90 million shares traded every single day, and it's not even trading a third of the flow. It's not even, you know, cycling a third of its flow. It's very popular on social media. It's very popular with the Wall Street Bets crowd. It's very popular with a lot of retail traders that believe it's going to the moon. And the truth is, it's not going to the moon. If it gets back up to $5, it will be an incredible result for them. It's certainly not going to the moon. Hey Kareem, how are you doing? Of course the CEO's claiming big things. Of course he's going to be claiming big things. Why would he not be claiming big things? He's the CEO of the company. His job is to evangelize for the company. That every CEO needs to, if you've got a CEO that doesn't evangelize for the company they're in charge of, they need to be relieved of their duties and sacked. Because if you don't, even if you don't believe in the company you work for, you've got to, you really have got to, you know, evangelize to A, the shareholders, but B, the public at large, and the company, if you want to turn it around and be successful, you've got to be able to put out a message in a believable way that people will believe it. You know, I worked for a CEO was probably the greatest, you know, car salesman I've ever met, and I say car salesman in the metaphorical sense. His take on the company he was in charge of, the company was horrible. The products didn't work. The way they treated the staff was horrendous. The way they thought about their customers and dealt with their customers wasn't that much better. And this guy put out messages to the press, he put out messages to customers and to investors, and he was what was worth buying. And a lot of what he used to say about the company, it was fugazi. He got millions invested in the company from the Irish government. The American company got millions invested in the company from the Irish government, saying he was going to create you know, X amount of jobs, and that was 3 years ago. No, actually, I'm forgetting, before, it's about 5 years ago, and it's still not created those jobs. It's, you know, they were going, when I joined the company, they were going, and it sold me the dream as well. They were going to be going IPO within the year. That was 4 years ago. So no, they're never going IPO. And when I started digging a little bit deeper, there's no way that they're just not compliant. So, you know, and they were recently involved in a massive scandal with ransomware that almost took down the bloody US government, or divisions of the US government. So it was like, you know, and he's still, as the CEO, saying great things about the company. So, of course, the CEO is going to say great things and make big claims. That's their job. Yeah, the Amazon's pretty volatile at the moment. I've been watching Amazon. I will be buying some Amazon. I just think it's right now, after the split, it's affordable. Where's my end? I think it's very affordable right now, Amazon. After the split, it's currently 125. It's been up as high as this is monthly, so you can't see it on that one, but because I've got the moving averages there, so that's blowing this all out, making it a nonsense the way that Dash Trader shows things. We had the stock split this morning, so what was 2,400 a share, 2,500 a share nearly, is now 125. So it's not really moved much. In fact, 2% up, but it looks like it's dropped huge amounts. I'm looking at it on the other charts. I've just got moving averages on this one, so you can't see the action, but I'm looking at it on other charts, and if I just pull this across, you'll be able to see it. So this is Amazon on the 2 minute. So I've always got the 2 minute in the open next to the 1 minute. So this is Amazon on the 2 minute, 125. It is moving up. If you look at it on the 15 minute, you get there you go. So you can see the steady climb. It's in a good moment. So personally, is Amazon a good investment? I think so. Not financial advice, but I think it's a good investment, and I will be buying. So I'll be adding. I've not got any Amazon shares right now. But I will be adding them to the portfolio as soon as my money clears. Good morning to you, Michael. Well, I don't know about Twitter being in breach of the buyout deal. Is it not Elon that's in breach of the buyout deal? They had, I can't remember how long they had to make it go through. And I said this at the time, for everybody that's in the stream, back me up here, you'll remember that I said when it all got ratified and it was given the green light for Elon to buy, I'm like, I'm not sure it'll go through. I mean, you never know with Elon. He's a bit of a space cadet. You know, he says a lot of things and never follows through. I mean, just remember what he said about the divers in Thailand that rescued those guys after he said that he was going to go in with his submarine and rescue them, which he never did. So the divers went in and rescued them. And what did he turn around and do? He called them bloody, you know, kiddie fiddlers. Nice one, Kyle. Yes, you're going to be day trading now as well as investing. Anyway, where are we now? Oh, we're just moving sideways. DIDI zoom back in on the 1 minute. Sideways, some range on that, but it's still sideways. Oh, the VWAP right now, so I need to see that back above the VWAP. What's AMC? What's the usual go-tos doing? GameStop, they're up today. Redbox is pretty much sideways from Friday. Sega from last week, former mover, down. We'll see. Spy, sideways at the minute. Not really doing anything. Very sideways. It's up, but it's sideways. wouldn't say I'm playing in the Premier League there, Kyle. I think what you're doing is you're getting out of the Unibond League and playing in the Championship now. So the Premier League is still the high caps. It's still the S&P 500. It's still the big names that, whilst they don't have a big range, you know, they're a lot more reliable. And you can invest long term, and I do invest long term. That's what you know. You put the gains into long term positions, and then just let it sit. AMC 1262 right now. It's, as I say, slightly up on the day, a little over a percentage. It's below the VWAP, so it's in a downwards trend right now. It popped up at 4 o'clock. And it's been selling off slowly and steadily since. So, you know, I'm not overly optimistic that it's going to rally today, but I don't think it's not in a bad place right now. AMC. I'm not sure what that means, Kyle, but, you know, if you say so. I'm not sure. I don't know what you mean by that, Kyle. It's a bit cryptic for me at this time of day. We've got 10 minutes to the bell, guys. 10 minutes to the bell. There's not a lot moving right now. We had a couple of movers early doors. I tried to jump on 3 of them, and we're kind of break even at the minute. All right, okay, I get you. Yeah, you had to bring that up. Shut up. We're not friends anymore. That's still a sore subject. Well, I'll take a quick bio break before the bell comes. So we're getting. And serve code just popped up on the momentum scanners. You can be quiet. Get back into your okay. Is it? I'm not seeing it moving much there. Needs to get over 220. YMTX. Needs to be over 220. It's we got rejected at 220 previously, so needs to get back over 220. lost on. Oh no, I made some on YMTX. I lost on YMM and DIDI, which is essentially the same move. They both sold. Well, DIDI not so much, but YMM definitely sold off. SPY's just moved sideways since it popped up at 4 o'clock. Hey Jack, how are you? Tell you what, if we get to, we've got 5 minutes to get to 3,000 likes. If we get to 3,000 likes, I'll give this little bit of dried duck to my dog. That's what you're waiting for, isn't it? You're waiting for a treat. You can sniff it. Can you sniff it? Yeah, you can sniff it. Now it's up to these guys to say that if they want you to have it before the bell rings, they're going to get me up to 3,000 likes. Yeah, you can't have it until the bell rings. Not only if you've got 3,000 likes on the stream. So it's up to you guys. If you want to starve my chow chow, then don't give me likes. If you want the chow chow to be fed, give me some likes. She does entertain you with her snoring. Just remember that. You move to that side because that's where it's at, yeah? Torture for the treat, and then she's got to learn patience. SPY's looking interesting. It's kind of around, it's ranging around 415. If you want the dog to get fed, you just need to tap the screen. It's a bit like Daley Thompson's decathlon if you're in the oldest generation. Tap the screen as many times as you can and get the dog fed. Okay, there you go. Come on. Come on. Come in. Come in. Come. Come. There you go. And now say thank you to TikTok. She says thank you to TikTok. Don't drop it off the balcony. Eat it. Via, let's have a look. What are you doing? Oh, don't like that chart. That's horrible volume. Popped up on the scanners. ESA was moving earlier. ESA Therapeutics, again, low volume. Society Pass. Not a big fan of trading this. It's quite a high flow. Quite a large flow. But there's no real momentum at the moment. Everything's just tracking sideways. YMTX, we were saying that needs to get to 220, back down to under 210. Zoom in so you can actually see that. There we go. Back under 210. Looking a bit weak. DIDI just lacks volume right now. All right, so there's no more for you. No. Stop you drooling just because you enjoyed that one. Your lips and things. Absolutely, Jack. I've just I changed the profile picture because I was getting too many imitators. So I'll wait till somebody imitates this profile photo. So basically, somebody using the old profile photo that I've blocked. It's usually bots or something, you know. So I'll just keep changing the profile photo, so you know that if it's not this photo, then it's not me. A lot of people trying to imitate. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. That's what they say, but not when it comes to scammers. And that's what they're essentially doing. Is they're trying to get in touch with people and they say, you know, do you want to know about crypto? Come and join our thing and whatever. And it's not me. So. Yeah, no, I was just talking about that. That could be good for them. I'm not sure it will make a huge difference, but it could give them a little bit of stability. There's the bell. In case you were wondering what that noise was. Right, I'm just going to sit and watch until something pops up. I'll change the scanners over. Thanks for reminding me, guys. The regular market. Oh, I'm looking at YMM right now. I need this. Need this to hold over the VWAP. Kyle Webb as opposed to as opposed to Texas. How much what this month? Am I winning this month so far? Yeah, I've had three green days to start the month. We're over 10k in profit this month so far, so it's a good start. It's not something to sack. Let's have a look at volatility halt. Ouch, that's the wrong direction that I'm looking for. Amazon's having fun now. Into the open, you can't really see that. Sorry about that, but it's sold off at the bell. Selling off now. The move up. New highs of 126. 126.40 is what we're looking at with Amazon. So looking for 126.50. I'll come back to Amazon. DIDI. Oof, that's a bit of a sell-off. Looking for move up, retest highs. I need to get over 880. Didn't do that. YMM had this resistance level at 880 previously, pre-market. Now it's selling off. So let's DC, as in the comments. Dakota Gold. That's just popped up. Very low volume. Very risky to trade that. So don't come after me if I've mentioned it and you decide to trade it. No, that's not something I'm going to be dealing with. It's not, YMTX hasn't broke that 220 level yet. We're watching it here, but it's been rejected at 220 a number of times already, so this is the third time. I'm green today. I've made $50 today, so it's I'll try not to spend all that at once, guys. But to be fair, I'm not trying to laugh at it. If $50 green days are better than you know, certainly better than a $5,000 red day, $25,000 red day, and I've had one of those in the past month as well. Build it and they come. Field of Dreams reference. All right, let's see what else is moving. Let's have a look at Prax. That's sold off pre-market. It's not bounced at all. Hoping to maybe see a bounce with Prax, but no. It's nothing. So we're getting a little bit of a downward shift on the SPY, on the S&P 500. All right. One of those, just let's wait patiently, guys. JD.com. More expensive, but it's moving up. It's now 8% up on the day. Entry would have been at 60, 63. Let's go back to YMTX. Trying to get back up there again. Trying. 216. What about YMM? Did that just sell off? Yeah, that vomited at the. You know, this is what's known in retail trader circles as the gap and crap. It gapped up and then just crapped at the open. So DIDI pretty much the same. Not quite to that extent, but still up 57% on the day. So that's the dog saying thank you for the dried duck. You're trying to understand candles, Texas. It's very, very simple. Let me zoom in and pick a nice candle so that you can actually see it, okay? And I can explain it. So, okay. A green candle, you've got the body and you've got the wicks. So the top of the wick is the high of the candle. So it depends on what time frame. This is a 1 minute, but it's the same. It could be a 2 minute, 5 minute, daily, whatever. So the top of the wick is the high of that time frame. The bottom of the wick is the low of that time frame. Now the body and the red candles are the inverse of this. So the low of the body is the opening price of that time frame. So what price it entered that time frame in, and the high of the body is what price it closed on that time frame. So this is a 1 minute time frame. So this is at 9:31. At 9:31 precisely, the price would have been here at 497. It would have gone as low at one stage as 495. It would have gone as high as 522. but at 9:31 and 59 seconds, it would have finished at 5:06. So that's how the price candles look. That's the information that's telling you. Now, the red candles are exactly the same, except the high of the body is the opening price and the low of the body is the closing price. So it's just the body is inverted versus the green one. So that's the only difference. I hope that helps you there, Texas. But they do form patterns, and you'll find that they do form patterns. And if you can get used to reading the patterns and spotting the patterns, that's when it becomes a lot easier to trade them, because a lot of people are looking for the same patterns. Quarter gold popped up, but not feeling it. It's not high enough volume. Prax, you know what I was saying, let's have a look at Prax, and now it starts to move. Not volatile enough for my liking though. I could short this. Looking weak. Possible short. Let's see. No patterns, nothing is 100% reliable, but what your top wicks and bottom wicks, yeah, absolutely. So occasionally what you'll get is orders get filled outside of the, so non-marketable orders. You'll occasionally get orders get filled outside of the price action. So the price action is taking place pretty much wherever the body is, or the top or bottom of the body, depending what color candle it is. So that's where the price action is taken. But occasionally you'll get orders that will be in the market, and the market makers will fill them, or they'll get filled, that are not marketable. So if they're marketable, but they're at the they're an order within the spread between the bid and the ask. So occasionally you'll get a candle will throw out a wick where an order gets transacted that is not within the bid and the ask, and that's where the wick goes. So then you'll get, for example, 8 o'clock every morning, pre-market, you get a lot of algorithmic traders and big wicks thrown out on all the candles. And the reason for that is the market makers are clearing the books of orders that have been placed but not yet fulfilled. So then they'll fulfill those orders. What you tend to find as well, the wicks are usually a good indication of what's taking place with the price action as well. If you've got an extended up wick, it means there's a lot of buying, a lot of selling pressure. If it's an extended down wick, then there's a lot of buying pressure. So they can be signs of a reversal. They can be signs of a move. Either if it's an extended down wick, you might be it's a sign of support or a support area, and the same way if it's an extended up wick, it's a sign of resistance. What's the best way to buy XRP? You go to your coin exchange, you buy XRP, and you move it onto your onto your hard wallet. Michael, you don't have to have a hard wallet, but you move it off exchange. If it's the safest way to store it is move it off exchange. You can have a soft wallet on your desktop or whatever it is, but you move it into your crypto wallet. That's the best place to store it. Don't store it on exchange. If you're planning on keeping it long term, don't store your coins on an exchange long term, just because there's always risk of the exchange getting hacked. So you would get yourself a crypto wallet. It doesn't have to be a hard wallet. I would recommend using a hard wallet, which is kind of like a thumb drive. Got a thumb drive that I use, which is my hard wallet. and you just plug it into the USB and do it that way. And there's a number of ones that you can, Google is your friend, Michael. There's a number of ones that you can use, but you don't have to have a hard wallet. You can actually have a soft wallet as well, and move from one exchange to your wallet and do it and store it yourself. So your own personal wallet, crypto wallet. You only would keep what crypto you want for liquidity. So if you're going to be buying or exchanging crypto, you keep that on the exchange and ease of use. But if you're just looking at it long term, then just use your crypto wallets. Yeah, it is. It's moving nice. Why is that? Let's have a quick look. What they announced this morning. Not seen any specific news. Only confirmed cases of monkeypox grow to 71 in Quebec. That's from Friday though. So, not seeing any specific news, just monkeypox news. If anyone's seeing any specific news on GeoVax, let me know. I'm not seeing anything. For example, going back to what I was saying earlier, TikTok here on GeoVax, we've got the move up and the pullback, but they've got the red candle pullback here, consolidation. You've actually got a downwick, which suggests that even though it's a pullback, consolidated pullback, there's a lot of buying pressure to continue moving up. So this would have been a good entry point for this candle here. Although it pulls back a little bit, once it breaks a new high at 215, that would have been your entry to get it. Now you've got a doji, so you've got the buyers and sellers. This is a doji where the price action on the open and close is the same, but you've got a high and low below it. And what's happening here is that there's a little battle going on between the buyers and the sellers, and it's usually a sign of reversal. So you've got to move up and then you get a doji. It usually means that there's a lot of sellers coming into play, and you get a reversal and a move down. Not always, but it's usually a reversal sign. So let's have a look. Ross. Pullback from what? It's down at 41.70. It's not high volume. This is Dutch Brothers right now. It's not high volume at all. Had a bit of a sell-off just there. So from an intraday perspective, I don't like the chart over the last 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes charts. No, it's looking stronger the higher the time frame. The hourly, the daily, it's not too bad since it gapped down, kind of making a recovery. I would worry if this goes below $40. I would worry. It sells off and doesn't. You want it to maintain up above 41, but if it goes below 40, I would worry with Dutch Brothers. Because that would be significant. Because on the daily, you've not had you had this one here, a little bit of a consolidation pullback on this run up. You've had consecutive higher lows pretty much all the way up since this initial pullback. So that's quite a bullish sign, the consecutive higher lows. So on the daily. So I would worry if you get below $40, I would worry. Other than that, it looks like it's not doing too bad. It's not good. It doesn't seem like it's got much range. So from an intraday perspective, there's no trade there for me. But if you're looking at swinging it or you're invested in it longer term, then not financial advice. I just see a bit of a problem if it dips below 41, and certainly if it drops below 40. Red box moving up now. Oh yes, it is. I see this one back up. Back up above 7 would be nice. Really get the shorts. Really squeeze those shorts. Geovax is up 18% now, over $3. Get into red box. Let's see how far we can ride this one up. Nice. I get filled up 75. I got out at 75. That's a $300. Nice $300 to start the day's trading, the open markets trading. I don't see why not, Michael. It depends. So I'm very bullish on XRP. I'm holding XRP myself. And I refuse to put a price target on it because there's a lot take place. However, if you look at what the banks are all saying and you look at what the banks are and the direction the banks are taking, XRP is ideally placed to take advantage. It really is. This is red box, looking for 95 for a new high of day. Come on. And sent. Let's see if we can break $7. Back over $7 where it's been trading previously would be nice. Well, these lower highs are a bit worrisome. Trying to pull back a little. Absolutely, MC. The FUD around XRP, and guess what? The reason that there's so much FUD is they're trying to keep the price low so they can, stack up the bags, ready for when it gets announced that it's becoming the mainstream blockchain for the international banking sector. and then it'll just take off. And if you've got your, if you've got bags full by then, you could earn a pretty penny. So at the moment, it's on discount. It's a good price to buy, I think, in my opinion. Just my opinion, not professional advice, not financial advice. If you buy XRP and lose money, don't sue me. Minute 20 cents. Granted, that's 2,000, but see this move up. Yeah, I've been dollar cost averaging with XRP myself for quite some time. Moving that stop up to 70, giving it 15 cents while it's consolidating. And the support is a little above 670. And there we go. That stopped me out. So it was worthwhile putting the stop in there. Don't have a stop and it flushes like that. Actually, it flushed to the bottom. So what did I get filled at there? I lost 5 cents. Slippage. Due to slippage. So what we're looking at is 2.5 years. Could XRP? I think it's next year's because they've moved a lot of the ISO changes to Q1 next year as well. So I think the Ripple case will be over next year. That's going to be a big thing that's been inhibiting the growth of XRP. Ripple is likely to go IPO next year as well, and that in itself can have a knock-on effect to the crypto asset XRP. So I think there's a lot of confluence, a lot of bullish confluence lining up for XRP, and that's just my opinion. It's not financial advice, like I said. Put another stop there, 10 cents below. Again, risking another $1,000 on this. Move it up because I actually got slippage last time, so I'll move it up to 670 again. Is there anything else moving while we're watching Redbox? Anything moving with volume? Anybody see anything? Pineapple. Pineapple pen. I want to see this break $7. AMC had that vomit at the open, and then there's a bit of a double bottom there, I guess. So you could get, I'd say you could get a good 20-cent move there if that double bottom breaks out as expected on AMC. Getting a little bit of resistance on red box up at the 690 range. So current high of day is 692. Funnily enough, the pre-market high was 688. So that's where we're finding our resistance today. And the volatility is subsided a little bit. That last candle was a good volume candle. Break 690, we can potentially get up towards $7 and break $7. If we break $7, we could get up to 720. That's where we saw resistance on Friday, was up at 720. The high on Thursday was 757. So let's see what we can get. There we go. No, not something I'm looking at investing in just yet. AMC, here we go. It's got this double bottom here. So we could potentially get up to kind of 1250, 1255. So we're discussing it down here. Bounce on the VWAP, nice. I would set my target there for 1250, $0.50. You get the psychological $0.50 resistance level as well. So I would set my target for 1250. I'm not in that, I'm in red box at the moment. I've got a stop in place which is allowing me to flick back between stocks. I mean, I've got it open as well here. But my stop's in place so that I can flick between, and if it flushes, it stops me out, I lose $1,000. Stop at 670. I want to see this move up now from the $0.75 level. It seems to be testing it as support. Just don't want it to drop back below it. Like it just did do. But it's not going with the volatility I want it to, of course. When you're in a stock, you always want it to go parabolic for you. I'm cold. I'm going to close this door. Not sleeping outside, I'm closing the door. It's not warm enough. It's not the middle of summer. Oh, it is the middle of summer. Oh, that's all right then. I can look at Seesaw for you, yeah, no problem. There's nobody trading it. It's $8 at the minute. 801. Nobody trading. It's up on the day, don't get me wrong. It's 17% up, but there's nobody trading it. There's Cerberus Cyber, whatever it is, and just very low volume. I mean, you can see there's nobody trading it at all down here. We had a couple of volume spikes here, but nobody trading it here. Gonna get stopped out. I think I've just got stopped out on Redbox. Not quite, but nearly. So there's nobody trading it. Needs more volume. If you look at it on the daily, you can see it gapped up, it's moving up. It's looking strong on the daily right now. Nowhere near its highs, but it's not looking too bad. Potentially could get up to $10, I guess. Not a day trade though. Let's go back to Redbox. No, we almost got stopped out. The low of that candle is 670 and like a hundredth of a cent. My stop was 670. Looking for the move up. Right, now let's bit of volume. Let's get the move up. Let's break that 690. Let's break the $7. Come on, 750. Testing it. There we go. Quite breaking through. It's quite a quiet Monday actually. Set my goal at 7. I'm not taking anything less. I can put my stop at break even on this one. If it pulls back to break even, that's fine. That'll be a candle making a new low. This breaks 7, it'll take off. I think there's a lot of shorts that'll have their stops at 7. It's heavily shorted. This breaks 7, you'll see a lot of buy action come through. Can't see it on the level 2 yet because it's too far away, but no, I've got a physical stop in place. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, you can actually see it. If you're watching on TikTok, you can only see one of my charts. So right now I've got 10 charts open. Not that you need 10 charts. 6 of them are, well, 5 of them are on my watch list, and 5 is different time frames for Redbox. Which is why I've been able to switch between stocks, because I've got the actual stop in place. I have to use mental stops pre-market because stop losses don't work on the system pre-market. by definition, it's a market order, and the market needs to be open to execute a market order. So you have to set limit orders. Here we go. We're going to get a little bit of resistance at $7. We need to stay above 690. Let's test $7. Oh, I'm excited. This is exciting. Let's break that $7. This is good good TV. That was 697 we went up to. Oh, we tapped 697. The spreads are getting a bit spready though, so that's getting like 5-6 cent stops. That's at 5-6 cent spreads. Down to 3 cents. Oh, we're testing it. We're at 98. We're going to break the $7. That's the question. It's $7. Can we get over? A bit of resistance here. There's a few sellers here. Yep. Sellers taking over. Whole dollar resistance. You always got to remember the whole dollar resistance. I was actually ready to add to the position. 705. Yeah. Well, we've got a couple of £100 out of it. So it's sold off. We'll try again later. I want to see the break of $7 now. I can't. It's too close to the whole dollar to get in here. At 690. You could. Risky. The next pullback might be a big one. Eggy, I saw that. But it's very low volume, Alex. Very low volume. See, moving up, it's very low volume. With 960,000 shares traded all day today so far. We've only had the volume coming in this last 10 minutes. And you heard me calling on the stream pineapple. That's when I saw it. It's low volume. That's the problem with it. Not seeing a news catalyst for it. So I don't know if you know something I don't, but Pineapple Energy, whether it's just moving up with the energy sector, don't know. Looks like it. It's low volume. It's risky when it's low volume because if you let me just go back to that. Not only is it low volume, you got 5 cent spreads, but 5 cent spreads on a $3 stop. That's quite large. So just be careful. Here, now I'm interested in Redbox again. Now we could probably make a bit of money on the run up to back up to $7 if it decides to go that way. There's not a lot moving, to be honest. IMT again. This is trying to go red to green. Halted twice today already. Others trading it. lot of people, but people trading it. See what we can do here. Rejected at $7 again. Expecting to break this time. Take half off. See if we can get $5,000 break in the 7. $6.99. There we go, there's the 7, there's 7. How far up can we go? So there, my stop is break even at 690, well 692. Still low for a bit of slippage. 5,000 shares, and let's see if this moves up. I want to see 620. Oh, sorry, 720. That was the. Let's have a look. 710 first. It's below 795. Let's make some little bit of money on this, if nothing else. I'll just put the stop up at 795. So if it dips below 7, and it's making a new low, so don't mind getting out at 795. This is just about base hits. There's nothing going parabolic right now, so it's difficult to get the big gains. So if I can make 200 bucks here, 300 bucks there, it's worth just getting the base hits in and you know, rinse, repeat. We all have days like that, Karim. Just manage your losses. Just cut those losers early. I mean, I'm losing myself at the moment today, Karim. Well, if you've got the urge to give up, follow it. If you've got the urge to give up, just don't resist it. Because if you give up, it means you're not going to. There you go. I got stopped out there for an extra 500 bucks. So. You know, we're making tracks into that 2 grand we lost with Redbox. We're making it back slowly. We're 1,000 down with Redbox now, so this does rack up the commissions though. So I've got to factor that into consideration as well. Not a lot moving. But Karim, if you've got the urge to give up on the day, just walk away. The worst thing you can do when you're in that mentality, you've got the urge to give up, the worst thing you can do is stick around. Just go out, do whatever it is that you like to do, You know, go and do a bit of shopping, go and get your haircut, you know, walk the dog is what I like to do, and, you know, go to the gym, whatever it is, and come back later. There'll always be another day. There'll always be another trade. You just got to limit your, you know, cut your losses early. And if you can get some winners, the winners. Up to 720. Just give 10 cents on this one. Well, to be fair, Kyle, it's just there's just not enough volatility today to make big gains. So you just got to try and make the small, you know, incremental gains. Sort of swinging for the fences. Like I put a stop here at, for 10 cents. That 500 that I lost, it looks like that 500 that I gained back. It looks like I'm going to give it back on this one unless we get a bit of a turnaround. But you know, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you've got to. Sometimes you rack up the commissions because you're trading like a roller coaster, you know, and that's what today is. It looks like it's going to be one of those roller coaster days. I think Redbox is going to be a slow and steady gainer today, so I might have to set bigger ranges on the stops, maybe 15, 20 cents. 10 cents, even though the range on the candles is not much more than 10 cents. That's, you know, she's already fell asleep. Bored. We've got resistance at 720 on Friday, pre-market. Well, you know, like I say, Sing's always going to be a risky investment. I don't know what your average cost in BWV was, but that's not coming back anytime soon to where it was. Would need a very good catalyst to, you know, patent news or, you know, big contract one or something like that for that to come back. I just set a trailing stop on this at 10 cents. We've got a bit of a double bottom on the 2 minute for DIDI and at 275. Looking like that might move up back up to $3. It could happen. It could happen, but on you know, DWV. $375. Yeah, you weren't far off. I mean, it went up to $398 pre-market. Oh, there's possibility. You just need volume. I mean, you're not going anywhere with 110,000 shares traded all day. And BWV is one of those that, when it does get some volume, it can be quite volatile because it's a very low float stock. Well, it's not breaking 4 yet. Like I say, it could do because it can be volatile when it gets a bit of momentum behind it. A bit like Redbox here. Once it gets a bit of momentum. $0.04 spread here, so that says a lot. When you've got wider spreads, it's usually a sign of a lack of volume. Oh, we're going somewhere now. So I've just put a trailing stop, a 15-cent trailing stop on Redbox for 5,000 shares. We'll see how far it takes me. I'm looking out for everybody. Let's see what happens. What else is moving? I can, you know, we're up at break even right now, so let's see how far that goes. I've got a 15-cent trailing stop. We're in a little bit of profit with Redbox with that particular trade now. So let's see. Is anything else moving? SPY just moving sideways as well. 415s. Around that 415. It's 416. It went up to 416s now. So yeah, the market's just moving sideways as well. AMC didn't quite get green on the day. GME pretty much the same. Let's have a quick look. GME did get green and then pulled back. AMC, lack of volatility in the market. Ziga, that all checks. Oh, there's a nice little double bottom here. So Sega, look for 1120. The break of 11, it'll go up to 1120. So if you're in Sega, not financial advice, not a stock pick, but the break of 11, so 1101 could be a good entry for the whole dollar, break of the whole dollar, and a move up to 1120 for this double bottom breakout. That's Sega. No, we're making some inroads now with Redbox. Well, that's my goal, Kyle. Get your own goals. You can't have 5K. That's my goal. Why not, you know, 5,001? IQ. Yeah, that's moving up. Got a nice pullback here. On the 2 minute, you want to be looking at 78. 70, well, they're almost there now. So 78 as the move up, the break. $10 million shares traded, so IQ's not doing too badly either. not huge volatility. That's the momentum that stocks are moving up is not huge at the minute. That's the problem. Why joke about things like that? That's my goal. I don't joke about that. I'm aiming for 5k a day. I'm way off it today, that's for sure. I'm 400 down at the minute. Just got stopped out on Redbox, so that's why I'm 400 down. Let's have a look at Redbox. What happened? We had a trailing stop in place, so I got stopped out when it hit 20, so... For other entry. This is a 5 minute. I don't want the 5 minute, I want the 1 minute. Well, 200 days, well, Texas, 200 a day is a good wage. It's 4,000 a month. You know, 50 grand a year. That's more than most people. That's higher than the average household income in across the US. No, it's not. When I consider, if I look at my RDBX stats, this year, so I wanted to average for the year. Where's my detailed stats? I'm currently 3,700 is my average daily gain on the year. So getting to 5k is probably not unrealistic. It's not going to be easy after what happened in May, but yeah, but there's a big difference between, you know, trading a small account, you know, 5, 6, 7k account, 5, 10k account, and trading a 30k account. You know, I started today with 35k in my account. That's 5 times more than what you've got. So I should be expecting, like for like, I should be expecting 5 times more gains. No, absolutely. So, you know, it's all relative. It's all relative. Right, okay, we're 3:30. I'm going to end the stream here, and I'll be back later for Power Hour. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. We've traded the first hour of the market plus the pre-market, and I'll see if I can't claw my way back from this $400 haul. I mean, it seems like such a big haul to claw my way back from after being in, what was it, 15 grand down a couple of weeks ago, and managed to claw my way back. So I'm not worried about $400 today. I'll have that back at some stage. I just need a stock that's moving, that's all. And at the moment there doesn't seem to be anything that's moving on good volume. Fuel Cell, however, just popped up, so let's have a quick look at Fuel Cell. What are you doing? That's looking nice. See them break the $0.50, and then I'll look for an entry. Why is Fuel Cell doing so well today? It's another energy stock, but it's renewables. Let's have a look. Has there been any? Well, there's Q2 earnings confirmed for 3 days from now. Fuel Cell, the bottom is clear now. Buy before it breaks higher. Interesting. it's not huge range though. That's the problem with this one. It's 5-minute candles are only 8 cents. I'm not gonna tire. Not enough volatility. I need volatility and volume. That's just missing across the board today. If there's volatility, there's just not enough volume, and if there's volume, there's just not enough volatility. So it's missing across the board. That was fuel cell, that one, El Puno. FCEL is the ticker, FCEL. That's, I mean, it's looking, we've got the volume came in, but it's just not got the volatility, like I say. It's a huge move up. It looks like a huge move up, but it's what, from lower 413 up to 450, call it 453. So you're looking at a 40-cent move over the course of 15 minutes. The range is not huge. The average true rate, the ATR is not huge. So just be careful. Nice. Looks a bit cleaner on the 2 minutes. A nice clean entry there. But what would you be expecting if you were getting it at 445? Would you want 10 cents? Still not got there yet. So yeah. It's not quite made its way up there, but I did say this double bottom. 35. Okay, I'll end the stream. I need to go to the gentleman's room. I'll be back later for power hour, so that'll be 3 p.m. East Coast. That will be 8 p.m. here in Dublin or London, whichever. Catch you later, guys.